Illmatic was dropped. Yeah, man, what the am I doing?
Hey, yo, Prince, chill. I got the rhymes, you got the beats.
All right.
30 years later, we back in the streets, we back in the lab.
All right, then. Let's go, Nas.
It's time. It's album time. Yeah.
It's time.
It's time. Black is time.
Premiere album still gonna happen.
B-Town's finest, handsome Lagosian. Name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto Vanessa, swoon baby girl I wear out of the stretcher. She be like, you a part-timer, I'm an all-timer. You a viral artist, I will offline you. Stay far from y'all criers, bar for bar sire. Team full of stars and it all fire. I don't spill words, I Spielberg on the beat. Make a movie, yeah, it's the return of the G. Show them the way, cause they real nerds on the street like Braille. The way I make them feel words on the sheet. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. The sun gon' rise, the earth gon' spin. Toby gon' kill this beat. No better than Tech Bro Shook. Sticks and stones will break some bones, but your words can't hurt cause you ain't read no books. Stay woke, take notes, joke. Don't look shattered like broke glass. I'ma shine till they blind, pour the blinds out. You online making threats, make them sign out. I redefine routes. We the ones Chris Webber call a timeout. Around and find out. Around and find out. Got no respect for these dudes who doctor the message. They Jekyll on records, it's too late to hide out. Pull rank and file out. Peep style, I'm a wild out. Shorty gon' holler out.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Hey.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
So it's still first and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Robinson. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1.
No gain on the play. Brings up third and goal.
Robinson again. And this time he's into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Seahawks nothing.
kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season, or week 15 when you've had a season worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
From the 20, here's the 2nd and 9. Here's McCarthy. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Now McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Here's Austin. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Red on red. 11. Hey, so go forward.
Now Lawrence. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Hey, easy, route. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
It's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Let's go.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And out of bounds right around the 20. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
3rd and 3.
Hey, run! Run! Here we go.
This one finds Austin out right. They'll be gained of just a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
We're at 23.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue. Picked up by Patrick Queen, and he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
Sets up 1st down and goal at the 1-yard line.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Robinson will score. Touchdown, 49ers. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Looking to throw McCarthy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. A repeat of the last play, finding Walker. This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing is McCarthy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Sticking with a pass. Here's McCarthy. And it's caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line. That gain on third down, good for 28.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
49ers 8-yard line.
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. An inside run with Judkins. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
That's another Seahawks first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Judkins is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Here we go, set. Panther Street, Panther Street.
They'll stay on the ground with Judkins. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Shut up! Dragon 60, 19, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Third and goal, McCarthy. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Niners are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're coming to this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited. but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Lawrence will throw. And he finds Austin complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, here we go.
Lawrence. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this one too low. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
I'm darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Hey, Lion, lock. Go. Hey, Ginger.
Here's Lawrence. That's out wide here for Robinson. On the move past the 40. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Bijan Robinson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word, if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, these early season... And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And now there's a scoop. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how infrequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you aren't inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic. And as noted, we still have a half the ball to play.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And how about this? Here comes a reverse. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
And they're on 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. To the air with McCarthy. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now Cade York for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
Red on red.
Now Lawrence. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy over. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. A gain of 3, second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
Hey, Soko, hot.
Out to the left here to Reed. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Hey, Lion, Silver.
Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They'll run with Robinson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Bijan Robinson on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the 49ers are able to add on to their first-half lead. So his big first half continues, his 3rd touchdown already. We'll have to keep watch as this game goes along, how much they want to continue to ride him, because he could be on his way to a record-setting performance. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. The touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And they're on the 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Let's go, Buffalo 18. Viking 18.
2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd down.
19 tight, 19 tight, 18, 5, 79, go.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Seahawks send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line.
43-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down, 49ers.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That is incomplete.
Well, no one wants to see that drop, but I'll guarantee he's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 44 yards out, left hash. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. From his end zone, Wilson. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
A gain of 16 yards. And the 49ers.
Robinson on a give right side. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Bijan Robinson, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. You talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness, because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get it. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll start on the ground with Jenkins. Pass to 20 for a short gain, second down. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
From the 21, here's second down and 5.
19.
Here's McCarthy. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Now McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
The Seahawks
back to throw now on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
18 run. Go.
Back to throw again. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down.
2nd and 6.
79 Bronco. Go.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Touchdown! A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. The York on now for the extra point. So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter.
Seahawks 14.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to, and they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. 132 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Running right through it. And he'll get this out to the 34-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
He used to work relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here we go.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way to the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover,
picked off by Patrick Queen.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, let's go. Done. It's on.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 2.
Hey, Lion.
Robinson with another carry.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Hey, run.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Hey, easy. Ralph.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Checks this one down to Robinson. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. So it's a high five for that one. His 5th rushing touchdown of the game as he draws ever nearer to potentially making a run at an NFL record. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Eddie Piñeiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he's going to be out of bounds here as his guys will have it to start the 4th as time has run out on quarter number 3. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw McCarthy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's good for a Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And once again, this is Sanders. Big strides, look at him go. And all the way in, touchdown Sam. Ja'Tavion Sanders, 51 yards. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. New York now for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Niners 52, Seahawks 21.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they put in a lot of backups to do it, and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. That one out wide and intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football.
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't see their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that pick six a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a three-possession fourth-quarter lead. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, don't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, you've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
The Niners on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he is going to have a 49ers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. They're looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now Lawrence to throw. Tried for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
A gain of 27 on the play. And the 49er first down.
They go play action with Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
They go play action now. Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go.
Here's Lawrence. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Touchdown. Here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, here's Jenkins.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Throwing is McCarthy.
Wide open receiver complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which was very impressive. But on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is down to 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And checking the timeouts, they do have two defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play that was going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 33 and a first. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Right, let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll get over the middle to Reed, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. He got 29 yards that time. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
At the Seahawks 2-yard line.
On play action, Lawrence. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So, Charles, the bad taste from that opening week loss, that's just a memory now. This has been a very strong performance as they score once again.
Yeah, I know it's only week 2, but you're exactly right because this team thought they let one get away in the opener. And not only were they determined to not let the same thing happen here, they knew that they had to correct a bunch of things. So everything went wrong in game 1. They took care of business with it in game 2.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Eddie Piñeiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means they'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
Buffalo 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for San Francisco, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Doing this, that's so typical. Treat like a god, that's so typical. Please do more of this, that's so typical.